Needed.
Definitely needed after today.
Yeah, it's not like a pina colada on the beach, but it was definitely needed, eh?
Yeah. It's all right for some. It's all right for some.
Good evening, everybody. Good afternoon, good morning, whatever it is, wherever it is you are in the world. You are joining the Midlife Mercs for their monthly sit rep. So it is the BRAVOTEAM podcast time. First thing I need from you guys out there, and I think there's about 7 or 8 on Twitch and 7 or 8 on YouTube at the moment. It's going to build up as we go along. What I want from you guys at the moment is, first and foremost, can you see everything properly and can you hear everything properly? Because there would be nothing worse than the two of us, old codgers, sat here just yapping away to ourselves and not knowing whether you can see or hear us. So if you're seeing us and you're hearing us, just type it into the chat. Let us know that you can. Now, I know that there's normally a 6 to an 11-second delay between the time we actually say something and the time it actually gets out onto the various channels. In fact, I think Twitch might be a bit quicker than the YouTube channel. So while you're doing that, I would just say cheers to one again.
Welcome back, sir. Welcome back.
It's great to be back. We have got a bumper podcast.
Bumper podcast.
Would you say?
Bumper podcast. So let us know you can...
Excellent stuff. So on YouTube, everything seems to be fine. We've got Ryan saying, hell yeah, this is one big deal and awesome to see, man. I'm happy the devs are seeming to be getting on top of it. And
we have an echo.
Oh, we have an echo. An echo.
Microphones off on the...
Echo. Yeah, the mics are off on the camera, so this should only be our mics. So unless that is what's providing the echo, is the audio off on your laptop?
The audio is off on my laptop.
Just bear with us a second, guys.
Oh, audio's suddenly cleaned up. Okay, it might just be a internet connection thing because we are on budget Wi-Fi where we are. We're too tight to pay for the fast Wi-Fi. So.
Okay, excellent stuff. So I'm seeing lots of comments coming in from YouTube here at the moment. I'm not seeing anything on my screen from Twitch. So
it's all good on the Twitch. Just obviously the echo's back. We need to try and iron out this echo. Dun, 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 dun,
dun. Right, hang on a second. Does that help in any way, shape, or form? How bad is the echo? What is happening? Bum, 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 bum. And now the echo is back and suddenly cleared up and back. Yeah, just
have to work with it on the fly.
Bear with us a moment. For some reason, I'm not getting Twitch up on here.
Don't worry about the Twitch. Don't worry about the Twitch.
Okay, how's the echo doing now, guys? Echo is terrible. And it's subtle.
Echo is not terrible.
Echo is not terrible. It's subtle. See, dyslexia. So echo is not terrible, it's subtle. So shall we crack on?
As long as the guys are happy, we shall crack on. I think we're picking audio from another source, which is why I've got the echo. Can you just check the audio sources? Or
Yeah, the only one set of mics connected are the ones that we're on. These ones here.
okay.
Speakers on the laptop
Yeah,
are off.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, Fast says to crack on. So,
all right, let's do it. Over to you, Bravo One.
Well,
sorry about that, guys.
It's coming straight back at you. So, first of all, how was the holiday or the secret mission? And secondly, how are you finding it coming back 2 weeks late into White?
All right, well, let's be really honest about it. It was a holiday. It was a well-deserved break from the working day. I had 2 weeks away on a beautiful Caribbean island. I absolutely loved it. It's St. Lucia, and it's my happy place, right? As you know, I try and get out there as frequently as I can. This year, I'm just going to turn off that scrolling banner because I'm sure somebody's going to be getting upset with it. So let me just turn that off. There we go. So yeah, so we went out this year for my birthday. We had 2 weeks in the sun, and unfortunately, it was just before we went, Caveman announced the wipe, and we'd obviously had everything already booked up. However, that is the third wipe, so all three, right? That's the third wipe that I've been away. So the first two I was away for work when it wiped, and this time I had a holiday booked and it wiped. So every single wipe, I have been playing catch up. Every single wipe. Previous ones, it's been 2 or 3 days catch up. This one, 2 weeks of catch up that I'm playing with. Now, I should have looked at the stats before we got into this today, and quite honestly, just because work-wise and other things going on, I didn't do. However, I get a feeling, I get a sense that since I arrived back last Sunday, I've done a relatively decent job on catching up. Now, that has been with the help of a number of people from the Bravo team. Number one, Bravo One himself, of course. Notably, Shaven Monkey and Rene's, and of course, a number of other people that we were running with last Sunday. But special mention to Shaven and to Rene's for the efforts they've put in to helping me to get leveled up, which has been fantastic. So where am I? I can't tell you exactly because I didn't look at the stats. However, I believe I've got something like 22 hideout upgrades done. That's out of 50 something. 52,
yeah, I don't know, but that's more than I've got done.
And I believe I am somewhere around 27, 28 tasks completed out of the 200 and whatever. Yeah. I have been sort of scav running to try and get materials in. That's why I've been able to do the hideout upgrades. I've been scav running to get as much material in as I possibly can. So I've got a hideout full of materials and things. Just before we came away, I managed to open up storage area B.
B, the first room.
Yeah. So storage area B is now open. And I'm getting ready to sort of fill that out. I've managed to pick up a number of different kits in Raid, although Bravo One really helped me to lose some of those the other night. We went running around suburbs, and I got cleaned out of what, 4 kits?
Yeah, 4 kits. It was the toughest night we'd had so far.
It was, but you know, I mean, I am poor at the moment. I am trying to build things up. But yeah, we lost 4 kits. But the bottom line is, I feel like I'm doing okay. I'm quite happy with the way things are going at the moment. I still have a lot of work to do. I will be doing some more scav running. I'm also planning to do some more daytime. Should we talk about the daytime streaming? Yeah.
Yes.
Should we talk about what happened last week?
Go for it. Big C.
So I had planned on my return to do some daytime streams of my catching up, and I managed to do one where Renes jumped in with me. Fantastic runs, really did well, really happy with that. I had planned to go again the next day. That was on the Tuesday. I planned to go again the next day on the Wednesday, and everyone can forgive me for this. I announced I was going to do it. I said it was going to happen, and I got up at I got up at 5:30 a.m. Sorry, I got up at 5:30 a.m. to get the kids out to school for 7:30, because they were staying with me that week, and got the kids out to school. And I thought, you know what? I'll nip back into bed for a half an hour, and I'll just have a little half an hour. I didn't set an alarm because I didn't think I had to, because I felt fine. I just thought I was going to have a little bit of a nap. But I'll tell you what, the jet lag must have literally just kicked in, because it was 2:45 in the afternoon when I woke up. The whole day, I slept solidly through the whole day, completely unplanned. So, yeah, and there I was thinking I wasn't really suffering that badly. I thought I did almost suffering Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
Well, there you are.
No, Wednesday it hit me hard. So as a result of that, I'm still playing catch up, obviously. And because the solo stream went well on the Tuesday, I am going to carry on, because Bravo One obviously works during the working week.
Yeah.
As do I, but I'm in a luxurious position that I work from home. I work from my own home office, and I work for myself, so there's nobody on my back. So what we've decided is that I will do a couple of daytime streams this coming week, if I don't fall asleep again. I'll do a couple of daytime streams this coming week, in order to get even further caught up. Now, with that, there's going to be no plan to it, but if you're around and you want to run, and you see I'm on, just pop a request in, and if there's space, we can run, we can get some stuff done. But do know that I will be keen to just keep moving and leveling up. So I would probably, as a solo, I would probably be moving between scav raid, scav raid. That's what I would do. That's what I would do as a solo. So excuse me if we get to a point where we do a raid and I kick you off and I go and do a solo scav run, and then I go back in and do a raid again. So just be aware that that is how I will probably do things over the next week. And then at the end of the week, when we get to our Chaos Sunday, we'll have a look and see where I'm at.
Yeah, we'll see. Well, yeah, we'll see where you are.
Does that about sum up my position at the moment?
Yeah, of course it does. You've done well. Like I say, to come back and get the timing that you have done and get the upgrades done that you have. I'm very lapsed with my hideout upgrades at the minute, so I'm just trying to get burnt through missions. But yeah, should we give a few shout outs to the people now it's warmed up a little bit?
Let's go for it. I can't see if you want to take care of Twitch.
Yeah, I will take care.
Actually, I don't know. Is this just misrepresenting? Am I seeing Twitch and
No.
YouTube?
Twitch is quiet at the minute, so it's all good though. We are live on Twitch. We're all
right.
Good.
Okay, so let's
take it from the top, Bravo 2. Let's give some people some shout outs.
Well, let's have a look. Out there at the moment, we have Ryan, Fast and Flawless, Midlife Mercs, Georgie Mods.
George Modry,
that will do. By the way, guys, excuse me, I am dyslexic, so excuse. I always get this with pronouncing people's names and seeing letters and numbers. I haven't told a story, have I?
Go on.
I haven't told a story.
We have got a podcast. Go on.
I've got to tell another story, right? Just talking about dyslexia. I don't know if any of you out there have dyslexia, but I live not too far away from an old folks' home, right? So you got to picture this.
Strategically living.
Outside of the old, yeah, I'm getting ready to move in. But outside of the old folks' home, there is a railing. It's a long grey railing that runs along the street and on a corner. And it's ideally positioned on the road for people to put banners up to advertise local business and so on and so forth, right? Bear in mind, it's an old folks' home, right? A banner appears outside of it probably about 6 months ago. And I'm driving into the road and I see it. And I'm thinking, that's odd, but understandable, because it said, come die with us.
Oh, no.
Right? So the banner outside of an old folks' home is come die with us. That's what I saw. That's what I read, being dyslexic. It was only about a month afterwards that my partner pointed out that this was an advertisement for a new restaurant, and it was come dine with us. And I'm like, Now it makes even more sense. Yeah. So that's dyslexia for you, right? Okay. So any of you who've ever.
Come on, back to the shout outs.
Yeah, back to the shout out. Sorry about that. So Dark One, nice to see you out there, my friend. Muzzer, great to have you with us. Who else have we got? Cue Ball, great to see you there, sir. Big C, hey, nice to have you with us, Big C. And yes, you're right, we really do need to get together and run again soon. Cheesecake Lord, nice to see you there as well. Leon McLaughlin, great to have you with us. Go on, you're gonna have to pronounce this one. Demi. Oh, it is. Twitch is coming up here.
Yeah, that's all
Demi.
right.
Demi. Come on, Demon.
It's Demon.
Just Demon.
Demon, yeah. Demon. Good to
Just
see
Demon.
you.
Great.
Sorry, I didn't have the Twitch up in front of me. Demon. Good to see you out there, my friend.
Excellent stuff. And Demon's playing Twitch alerts. Stay hydrated. But unfortunately, in this current setup, we can't hear them.
We've switched them off, so don't waste
for the podcast. Yeah, don't waste your shout outs.
Don't waste your channel
for the podcast.
We've got them switched
yeah,
off.
we cannot hear what's going on. Big C, we missed you as well, mate. Genuinely, mate. I hope you are well, and I hope you're back up and running soon, and that we can get together and run. And if you're on midweek while I'm about, jump in, mate. I'll go gentle on you. Yeah, I'll go easy on you if you're able to. If you're up for it. But yeah, so shout outs done. Nice to see you all out there, guys. Great to see the support. We are continuing on our mission to grow the community. We are continuing to promote Exfilzone to the wider community.
Absolutely.
Speaking of which, you mentioned the other evening about player figures being up since the wipe. So
yes,
over to you.
So in the last 24 hours, we've had a peak of 394 players, which is extremely high. I'm not sure what the split on the PvE mode is. However, the player numbers at this point are looking extremely positive. I don't know if you've all noticed, but there's a lot of people coming back to the game that have been exploring other avenues and things like that, that are coming back to the game. And I just think it's phenomenal to see.
So when you say that figure of 300 and whatever, is that 300 on at any one time?
The 24-hour peak of 394. This is just on Steam.
Right.
So this is PC VR players.
So this is not the overall number of players, and it's not the overall number of players at any one time. It is only the Steam players at any one time.
So imagine the amount of people that are playing this on standalone.
Standalone. So extrapolate that out. Yeah.
So
excellent.
There's no way that we can check the player stats for the standalone, but the numbers, early wipe looking good. Obviously, it will drop off towards the it'll always peter out towards the end of the wipe, but looking very positive, and some very, very positive feedback on the PvE mode. I think a lot of people are enjoying the PvE mode. We're going to be covering one of a question about that a little bit later on in the viewers' questions, but the PvE mode I think has been positive.
Yeah, I'm
all the.
I have, as you know, I have had reservations from the outset about the PvE mode, but that's just me personally. I've bought the DLC for so you can run with the partners and so on and so forth. I am looking forward to getting into it, but I'm not even going to take a look at it until I have leveled up, until I've got up to level 4. Once I'm level 4 on all of my traders, once I'm at that point, I might then take a couple of runs around just to see what it's all about. I have to confess, I've been watching some people streaming who are doing PvE only, and it looks interesting. And based on what Bravo 1 tells me, and I guess what I'm seeing on stream, is it will bring players into the PvP game.
Yeah, eventually, once they get the hang of it, it's a good introduction, and it's a good crossover point.
And we as the Bravo team, we as the Midlife Mercenaries, want to offer our support for that as well.
Oh, absolutely.
Because what we're suggesting is that if you are playing PvE, you're still welcome into the Bravo team. Okay, so if you're playing PvE, then what we would suggest is, again, subscribe on YouTube, follow on Twitch, jump into our Discord, and if you're interested in crossing over, if you're interested in dipping your feet into PvP, then do it in a safe environment. Put your name down for the Community Chaos Sundays, and we, as your support network, running security,
Yep.
can help you with an introduction into PvP. And I think that's the best way we can give back and help the community to grow
Absolutely.
in the PvP, is to help people dip their toe in the water. So singing vengeance, nice to see you out there. Excellent stuff. So yeah, so again, guys, you know, we're open to your questions and your thoughts on all of this and how you feel about it. And by the way, before we go any further, something we completely forgot about.
Go on.
Our little competition, no prizes,
Okay.
just a kudos for getting it. Okay. So you will see as you do, and we get questions about this when we're running the raids as well, don't we? You will see on the table a number of items that represent the game that can be found in raid and so on and so forth. There are on the table, concealed within the myriad of stuff that's there, 2 items that have been seen in previous raids, but have not been seen in this raid, or sorry, raid, in this wipe, have not been seen in this wipe at all. So they've been seen in previous wipes, but they've not been seen in this wipe. 2 items. Now, there's no prizes, but you do get the kudos, and you'll get a shout out from Bravo 1 if you get the 2 items right. Okay? So the only time the shout out will come is when we see the 2 items mentioned together.
Together, yeah. You can't just pick one of the other.
Yeah.
Let us know in the chat.
You got to find both items, stick it in the comment section, and we will give you a shout out for that. Excellent stuff. Right, Bravo 1, back to you. Sorry, I took you slightly off track.
That's all right, no worries. Let's get on to the topic of the day then, which is the patch that has literally just been released.
Before we do that, should we talk about how hot it is in these things at the moment?
It is quite hot in these at the minute, Bravo 2.
Or was that somewhere else on your list?
It's not on. It's behind the camera. There's the list of things, but obviously,
would you like to do your segment first, and then we'll go to it?
We'll go to that. We'll do the segment first, and then we'll go to it. This is what I have to put up with, guys, getting dragged off on a tangent. I try to remain professional.
This is what you get for losing me 4 kids the other night. Okay. It's like, well, should we just go mission? Should we just go mission focus, task focus, task focus? Oh shit! There's somebody I can shoot. Let's go after him.
You know what I'm like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm like. Right. Back on track with the patch note. The patch note that's been released today. They've had a few issues getting it polished out. Servers were down for a short time while they fix it out. But I believe that the servers and things are back up. I can see there's a few people playing at the moment. So we're just going to get the patch notes.
Oh, right. Sorry. I've just, if we can, right.
Okay.
If we can, just for a second, because I've just seen a comment about the remote control. And I will say it's not the item we thought, because that should not be in the frame.
Oh my word.
That is actually the remote control for the camera that we're using at the moment. So that should not be in frame. So I'm going to take that out. Good shout. Really good shout.
It's good, but it's not right.
But that wasn't what we were going for. I do apologize. That should not have been in frame. I didn't think it was. But well spotted, by the way. That's keen eyes. Okay, but go again. Go again. Right, so you want patch notes up. There we go.
Patch notes. There we
patch
go.
Notes.
Right.
See, it should have worked like magic. He should have said patch notes, and I should have gone click, and that should.
This is how we roll. This is how we roll. It's all impromptu. None of this is
no skill is no issue.
None of this is pre-planned. We wing it every month. So anyway, on to the patch notes. Version 1.6.4.0 fixed an issue where players could get on top of the dam. Now, I know that was a thing last wipe.
I have seen it done this wipe as well.
So that looks like it has been fixed. So that is possibly a welcome fix. I would like to go up there.
But I mean, why would you not want? I mean, what would be the issue with being able to get on top of the dam if everybody can do it? Is what I'm.
Well, it's a strong holding point to shoot down into the dam, and you'll not be able to shoot back up at people.
Right. Okay.
I think it's a very. It would be a serious advantage point. Although I think, like I say, I would have liked to have gone on top of the dam.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't actually know or realize that it was not supposed to be. I've seen people up there, and in the last wipe, I went up there. but I just thought it was something people could do. It was difficult to do, but if you could do it, you could do it. But okay, if it's not meant to happen and they've taken it out of the game, fair enough.
Before we go on to the next patch note, we have Mr. Big C in the chat, the charger cord and the tape measure. That was too easy.
Shout out for Big C. Next time we're going to make it a lot more difficult for you. So yes, the red cord, which we haven't seen now for a number of wipes, was that was one of the very first items that we acquired as our props for the game.
In the intros.
It was one of the very first items that we acquired. And I thought, wow, that looks exactly like a piece from the game. In fact, if anything, it probably inspired the whole idea of
It did inspire the whole idea. It did inspire the whole idea.
Yeah.
But well done, Big C. Well done. Attempted to fix safety container abnormalities. Now, there's no further information on that one. I would assume whether I've not noticed any safe container abnormalities. Whether it's
safety container or safe container.
Safe container.
Do you think? It says attempted to fix safety containers. But is that safe, not safety container?
Well, safe or safety container.
Right, okay.
I would assume...
So the abnormalities with that is people pulling stuff out of it without taking it off. And I've had that where I've had goodies in there, and when I'm reaching for something on my pouch, reaching for ammo or whatever, I'm pulling something out of the pouch. So if they fix that, that is welcome. Absolutely. 100%.
Excellent. Just a quick shout out over on Twitch as well. We've got Midlife Mercs #1 fan. Good afternoon, guys. Good afternoon to you too. And we game all night. Hey, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Good to have you out there.
Whitey hats.
Whitey. Attempted to fix an issue where purchased items sometimes failed to spawn. Now that has been an issue when you're buying from the...
Right. However, we've had another issue when buying one of the DLCs, and you and I have had the same issue, but the same issue, but represented differently.
Yeah.
And that is, I bought the solid color paints. What was it called? There was a name.
I can't remember the name, but it's
the solid colors. It's like the bright red, the gold, the silver. It was all of those. I bought that. You bought that.
I've got it.
But I ended up getting a set of flowery paints.
And I've not got the flowery paints.
What did you get? Nothing.
I've got the colour ones, but not the flowery ones. Not me zesty mags.
You didn't get the zesty ones?
Didn't get the zesty ones.
Right, okay. So that is or has been a bit of an issue. But right, getting back to the fix. The fix was for items that were bought, and this is when the shop goes click click, takes your dollars or whatever,
nothing drops,
but doesn't give you what you
So it's an attempted fix. So I'm assuming that is a work in progress. So there may still be a slight issue with that, but guys, they are working on it. An attempted fix to me says that they found what could potentially be causing it, but they're not 100% sure. Only time will tell. That's a very, very good fix. Fixed an issue where the elite scav optic could be duplicated infinitely. No idea on that one, but
didn't know anything about that. But obviously a welcome fix if it's something that could have been done.
Yeah, absolutely.
Then
fixed an issue where rewards could not be claimed because they exceeded the weight limit of the kiosk. Now I know that has been a bugbear for a lot of people.
Okay. So a welcome fix.
A welcome fix. I'd like to know how they've done that. Whether they've reduced the weight of the items in the kiosk or removed some items off the task thing. But I'd be interested to know if you know how they fixed that. Let me know, because that's
bearing in mind that this patch came out today.
Yeah, today. So,
and we've been away from the game, so we haven't had a chance to put these through their paces. We
absolutely.
Just
Fixed an issue where research missions could cause the hideout to restart. Now
I've had that on a number of occasions, which it startled me because, as you know, when the game crashes, when you in previous wipes, when you get into your hideout and you put a poster on the wall or whatever, and the game crashes, everything just goes dark, right?
Yep.
So a couple of times that has happened to me when I've been putting in task items, and I literally felt it was going to crash, but what it actually did was a restart, which is the same kind of restart when you level up your...
You do a hideout upgrade.
Yeah, when you do a hideout upgrade. Do a hideout upgrade, then it sort of blinks and comes back up and the upgrade is in place. but I didn't see the point of that happening when you were just submitting task items. Yeah, but it was happening.
Yeah.
So hopefully, and again, another welcome fix.
Welcome fix.
It's just it wasn't a problem. It was just an irritant.
It was different. It sort of caught you a little bit off guard. Not that it really matters. But welcome fix. Fixed an issue where the mission record left behind did not properly generate the required mission item. Now, I don't think I've got to that mission yet. So if it's not, I'm assuming it's not generating the item you need in game. So
right, okay.
If you're going to collect something,
record left behind, is that like the old medical records that we used to go and pick up?
It could be. It could, unless I have done it. I don't know. Round the dam, the NTG reports. I'm not sure.
Sorry, that's what comes to mind when I read that, but I don't know if that's the actual.
Yeah, okay. So fixed a series of inaccurate mission descriptions.
Folly Blues, nice to see you there. Adam Yanez. Anyway, nice to see you there. Flamingo. Nice to have you. If there was no weight limit, then there would be no reason to store any items anywhere except for the kiosk. Yeah, I mean, agree. I don't think that they've taken away the limit, but they may have changed the limit.
Yeah, we don't know.
I don't think they would have taken it away completely.
Or adjusted the weight of the actual mission items, if you like. A welcome fix that is. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in.
We'll go back through comments and things in a few minutes.
Yeah, we'll just nail through these things. I know a lot of you are wanting to get onto the more juicy bits. So fixed a series of inaccurate mission descriptions. I'm assuming that's going to be the stuff like the police outfit one. Not the police. Is it the police outfit one?
There was a few different. I've come across a few in this early stage. For me, I've come across a few which, luckily, from previous wipes, I had an idea of what they were talking about, so I was able to muddle through it. But I would imagine for anybody coming new to the game, and I can't even remember, but it's like silly descriptions.
It's not telling you which map to go into, and you've got to complete a certain mission on that map. So that is a welcome fix. Not
very descriptive, but
very, very welcome fix, especially for the new guys, like you say. Fixed an issue where the hand material was incorrect on the new hand-only model. So I'm guessing you use the hand-only model, don't you?
I don't. I use the full body model. I have previously used the hand-only, but I've been using the full body for a while now.
A lot better into with the full body.
I think so, yeah. It's better experience.
Again, a welcome change if it was affecting you. Fixed an issue where cache items could not be extracted properly. Fixed an issue where cache items could not be extracted properly. Unknown, but welcome fix.
Okay.
Any ideas? No.
No.
Let us know if that's affected you.
Fixed an issue where cache items could not be extracted.
I'm assuming cash money. I don't know. I
wonder if people have been having problems like taking cash out of safes or
maybe
out of the tills on maps. I've not experienced it, but cash. The only thing I can imagine is bundles of cash. Cash item. I can't.
Let us know if it's affected you and if you're welcome or a welcome fix. Fixed an issue where adding graphics cards could cause abnormal balance changes. I'm assuming, and again, this is speculation, not something I have experienced, but I'm assuming that multiple graphics cards probably weren't calculating properly when you first one, second one, third one. I'm not going to go into the actual nitty-gritty of that, but if it was causing abnormal balance changes.
Okay.
Maybe. Do we know about that? Does anybody know about that one? Has anybody experienced it? I'd love to hear your thoughts.
I haven't got any in at the moment, so I've no idea.
I'm one away from a full rack.
Oh, well.
Fixed an issue where masks sometimes failed to block bullets properly. Face shields,
number of people talked about that. Tanvarian talked about it. Better Player talked about it. Shaven's talked about it.
We've all talked about it.
We've had issues with it.
And we died to FMJ headshots several times the other night.
Absolutely.
That BX4.
Yeah. Yeah.
Crazy. If you didn't see that, if you want to see that, go and watch the last live stream. It was absolutely atrocious.
Fast and Flawless says she knows about the graphics balance thing. So do enlighten us. Fast, we'll come back to the comments in just a few minutes once Bravo 1 has gone through the notes themselves. And we'll come back to that. But yeah, please do enlighten us.
Fixed an issue where the lounge poster wall was not saved correctly. I'm guessing the poster wall in the lounge either wasn't active or wasn't holding posters.
Well, hold up a second.
Well, yeah, go
Hold
on.
up a second.
Go on.
I thought that they had, simply because I haven't come across them, and we asked when I was running the other day about posters, and nobody seems to have.
I got one with a mission reward, but I have not seen a poster in raid.
Right.
Has anybody seen a poster in raid? Don't tell me you found it in a safe, because that'd be heartbreaking. But have you found a poster in raid? Because we haven't seen any.
We haven't seen any
And we
posters.
put some time in.
I haven't seen any posters anywhere this raid, or sorry, this wipe so far. And I'm as I say, I'm 2 weeks behind. I'm early to it. But also, when I was running the other day and asking about it, everybody was saying they hadn't seen them. One person said that they'd, like you, they'd got one as a task item.
Got one in a mission item.
Yeah.
Got one as a mission item. So let us know if you have found a poster. Fixed an issue where the character switching screen incorrectly locked characters. I've not changed my character, so I wouldn't know about that.
Yeah, neither have I.
I'm keeping my OG skin.
Yeah, neither have I.
OG. Adjusted abnormal collision on some items. That's good for backpacking, because some of the items were just different. It was like they had invisible boundaries on them, and they were a bit of a nightmare to get into bags. Adjusted the storage angle of some items inside safes. Adjusted the storage angle of some items inside safes. Were they not being seen properly? Were they just like clipping into the... Because someone said that they found an empty safe the other day.
I found an empty safe. I've had two empty safes. One was at the lumberyard, and I know I was like very early in, and nothing else had been disturbed around there. So one was at the lumberyard, and one was in an airdrop.
Right. So is that the item was incorrectly positioned inside the safe, or have we still got the missing item in the safe bug? This is gonna be a good question for what we're getting onto shortly. Yeah. So adjusted the position of the hideout data panel that was behind one of the mannequins.
Yep, we talked about that the other evening.
Welcome change. Welcome change. Fixed an issue where some players' match records were not saved correctly, causing maps to remain locked. Again, not something I've experienced, but I'm assuming, again, if it's unlocking maps for people, then...
Yep. I haven't experienced it. Like I said, it's very early for me at the moment, but...
So a big shout out to Caveman for jumping on these fixes. Like I say, there's
something missing.
What's missing?
Shelves. Items.
That's for later. They've not fixed that though, have they?
But since this wipe has started, I have found that the shelves are more rattly than they've ever been. You put something on a shelf and it falls to the floor, disappears,
goes red.
Yeah,
goes in your kiosk, you lose half of it.
I don't know if it's actually tied to particular items, but I've had it with scanners, I've had it with peas, I've had it with bars of chocolate, and I know that it happened in previous wipes, but it was never, to my view, never to this extent. But I don't see anything there that says they've looked at or repaired that.
Right.
Interesting. Anybody else had that issue? Anybody else had that?
Right. Let's get into the comments before we get on to the next section. Do us a catch-up BRAVOTEAM of the comments. Let's see what people are saying.
Right. Let's have a look. Guys, I'm going to be scrolling back here, so please bear with me. And there's a lot of... Okay. I'm going back further past that one for a minute. Audio cleared up. Right. We're back there. That's what you get for having a life, BRAVOTEAM. In my opinion, stop touching grass so much. Okay. Right. Okay. Serious question from Big C from Ryan. Ryan was saying that one of his questions was, when are they going to clean up the toilet? He's asked the question on Big C's behalf.
Absolutely. That's a question that we cannot answer.
No.
But Operation Bitter about the
Yeah, Big C's got it. I'll put it up on screen. We won't see it, but I'll put it up on screen. There we go. Yeah, Fast and Flawless. We'll comment on this. He says leveling up in PvE will not matter too much in PvE. Sorry, leveling up will not matter too much in PvE. I think I agree to an extent, but I think if it encourages people to play more and to eventually track over to PvP, I think then I would class it mission success if people play PvE to build up their confidence and then move across to PvP. For me, that is mission success.
Absolutely.
Yeah. A couple of comments on the items. No, it wasn't a gun start. We'll just say, rather than going through them all, it was the red cord and the tape measure. Those are two items that have been in previous raids that we've not seen in this raid. In this wipe. I know I keep saying.
He's still jet lagged. He's still jet lagged.
And the winner was Big C, and BRAVOTEAM did give him a shout out. So, sorry guys, I'm just scrolling down here. So, Cheesecake, there's only one thing I want. Scav having mag pouches on armor with extra mag. Naked runs will forever change.
Absolutely.
Okay. Only one thing I want. Scav runs having mag pouches on armor with extra mag.
Yeah. So Scav, instead of just player Scavs having
the armor and no mag pouches.
Yeah.
Am I dreaming, or did they in very early wipe drop extra mags, the weapon and an extra? I don't know that they had the mag on the vest, but did Scavs not drop a weapon and an extra mag?
I cannot remember. I honestly can't.
If anybody can remember that, I've got a vague memory that in previous wipe, it might only have been the first wipe, but if you killed a Scav, he would drop the weapon, which would have a mag in it, and it was always a full mag, even though he'd been shooting at you. So there would be a mag in it, but I thought there was also a spare mag dropped beside him as well.
They never did. Adam's saying they never did.
I'm dreaming.
No, they dropped the gun and the mag was separate.
Ah, that might have been it.
Okay.
Yeah, so the mag come out of the gun.
Okay.
That might have been it. Okay. I just, obviously a poor memory, but that was the memory. Right,
Thanks
okay.
for that, guys.
Why is there a weight limit in the kiosk? It's beyond me.
I think it's just to save on, obviously, people loading the kiosk up with items. Storage is obviously one of the challenges that you have to tackle in the game, and I think if the storage limit was infinite, everyone would just keep everything in the kiosk. There'd be no need for.
Yeah, I mean, and that makes sense, but I wonder as well if it's got something to do with the programming and having the software to keep track of infinite amount of stuff in every hideout.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know that that's the case, and I'm not a programmer, but I know that, you know, the more stuff they have to render, the more stuff they have to account for, the more stuff that they have to digitally create, it's obviously going to be taking up bandwidth of some form. Yeah. And I wonder if that is a reason for them as well as the in-game reasoning.
Okay. Is anybody saying about posters? Cueball's saying that I've seen no posters. Oh, yes, your comment's just gone, Cueball, sorry. I've seen no posters, but they apparently do exist, just very rare. Supposedly. Okay, nice to know.
Cool.
Nice
that is nice to know.
Yep. But Flango's saying that the poster spawns are bugged. He's not seen any. Never had problems with cache extraction. The game is perfect. I'm tired of the same guns, says Adam. You see, I've got my favourite guns and I stick to them.
Guys, for some of you who are merely commenting and re-commenting on other people's posts and that, I'm just going to, just based on time, we're just going to skip over those. Appreciate all of the comments, but we're looking towards the questions and...
well, we'll jump onto the next section then, shall we?
Let's have a look and see. Is there any other We've got enough guns, more than enough. There are so many other things that need attention. More guns won't have a fundamental effect on gameplay. That's from Cue Ball.
Okay.
Like, quite honestly, for my money, and I know some people would be against this idea, but if they took away the whole gunsmithing thing and went back to the early wipe, where you just bought a weapon and you bought a magazine and you bought a scope and you bought all the bits of it and just put them on, I'd be happy with that. But that's me. Right? Because as you know, pointy end, point at the enemy, pull the trigger, job done.
Who likes the gunsmithing? Who doesn't like the gunsmithing? I'm not talking about the tasks. I'm talking about the gunsmith bench, and we're not talking about anything apart from the. Do you use the gunsmithing? Do you build guns, or do you want to just buy guns? Because you still miss the old CQB. You've never been the same.
No, I loved my CQB.
Adam says he hates it.
We have a replica CQB.
That's an RC. That's an RC. Gunsmith can go. The missions can go for me. I cannot stand the missions. Cannot stand them.
I like that. I know you've read it out, but I like that comment. The game is perfect.
The game is.
I'm tired of the same guns, but the game is perfect.
So Shaven's saying they dropped a mag, but there wasn't an extra one. The gun never had one in it.
Yeah, so that's my mismemory of it. I thought that the weapon had one in it and there was one beside it. I just recall there being one beside it. So I've misremembered that. I accept that.
And Shaven's also asking, I have a question. When are you going to have me on the podcast?
Hey.
See you next month, Shaven.
Can you travel to Bravo Team headquarters?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Midlife Merc headquarters at Midlife Avenue, 75, Slap House Lane.
Old Gateway. Right. So on to the next little segment, which is a good place for you guys to get your questions. I'm just going to see if Bravo 2 is going to say anything or if he's going to let me roll in. That's fine. That's fine. Excellent. So, Caveman this weekend are hosting an Ask Me Anything over on Reddit. This is the ideal time to get on there, leave a comment, and see if you can get your question answered. Caveman are going to be active on Reddit from 11 p.m. tonight, believe it or not, Friday the 8th of May. This is GMT times that I'm quoting, GMT, to answer your questions. So if you've got any kind of questions, and some of the questions that you've been asking today would be ideal to ask the developers. They're going to try and get around everybody, answer as many questions as they can. And with it being a Reddit AMA, it'll be quite good for them just to, I'm sure they'll be able to just get through the questions really, really, really quickly.
Yeah.
So it's a great opportunity, guys, to hear it from Lon and the crew over at Caveman. If you go to the official Contractors Showdown Discord, it is in the announcements section, and it is also in our official easy announcements section in the Midlife Mercs Discord. So use this opportunity to ask any of the questions that you want to ask Caveman about the game, basically.
Hey, shaving monkeys out there. I've just seen that. Sorry. Carry on.
Okay.
Yeah. AMA
starting tonight. GMT, 11 p.m. running all through the weekend. 48 hours. So feel free to drop by and ask any questions you want, and Caveman will be there to answer them.
That is a big commitment on behalf of
Massive
Caveman.
commitment.
That is a huge commitment on
massive
behalf
commitment.
of
massive
Caveman.
commitment.
So, make use of it, guys. There's, and I know we, the Midlife Mercs and the Bravo team, all of you guys, don't moan, groan, and complain. But Caveman Studios get enough people just griping, but not actually doing anything positive about their situation. My feeling is, if you have a serious issue with the game, if you have a suggestion for the game, if you have a question about the game, get into that chat, get into that AMA, and ask your question, voice your opinion, get your comment heard, have your voice recognized.
Yeah.
And that's so much better than just having a gripe or having a moan.
And have a look out for the upvoted questions as well, because there will be people that have the very same question as you. So have a look in there, see what people are asking before you submit your question. It might already be answered, but you can upvote it, get it to the top so they can see it. It's going to be an exciting weekend over on Reddit, having lots of weird and wonderful questions answered. And we will we'll cover a little bit more on that a little bit later on.
Okay.
So
where are we now?
We'll
Bravo one.
We'll skip the next. We'll skip ahead one, and we'll go for Community Chaos Sunday. Tell us about Community Chaos Sunday, BRAVOTEAM.
Well, what can I tell you about Community Chaos Sunday? I'm stealing it again this week.
Yes.
I'm stealing again this week. I need help to get leveled up. So this Sunday, the list will open on Saturday for BRAVOTEAM. By the way, let's go back a step, because if you're new to the stream, if you are watching us here for the very first time and you've no idea who we are the Midlife Mercenaries, Oscar Bravo 1 and Oscar Bravo 2. We even have name badges.
Like, we forget.
Oscar Bravo 1, I forget frequently. Oscar Bravo 1 and Oscar Bravo 2. We run a number of scheduled runs during the week, 3 in particular. On a Monday evening, we do our midlife missions, where we're sort of doing our own leveling up and so on and so forth, until such time as we max out, and then we'll change that run. We do our Wednesday evening run, which is for our moderators. We run with our moderators to help and recognize them, and with other streamers who we might be having a collab run with. So we do some collaborations on Wednesdays as well. And then on a Sunday, we have our what we call our Community Chaos runs. Those are for you guys. Those are for the BRAVOTEAM members, the people who are in our Discord, to run with us. We stand back and act as security. Normally, I'll say normally because I'll explain why in a minute. But we stand back and act as security while you go and complete your task, your missions, get your loot, do what it is you need to actually do. And we, if we need to, or if we have it, we'll bring you stuff into raid. We'll help you out in any way we possibly can. That's how our Sundays normally run. To be involved in that, all you need to do is subscribe on YouTube or follow on Twitch, and then join us in the Discord. None of that costs you anything. There's absolutely no cost, no charge,
nothing.
All you need to do is be an avid player, enjoy playing the game, have fun playing the game, subscribe on YouTube, follow on Twitch, join us in the Discord. On a Saturday afternoon, Bravo 1 puts the list active. You add your name to the list. He will close the list by 11 o'clock, midnight.
Yeah, well, it depends on the number of people. However, we're going to leave it open a little bit longer today.
Okay. Weekend. So you get to add your name to the list. Our commitment then is to run until the list is run through.
Yeah.
Right. That can sometimes end up, and it has ended up as a 7, 8, 9 hour run for us, which we're happy to do. The only caveat is, because I'm playing catch up at the moment, this week, this Sunday, it's all about me. You can come and run, but you and Bravo 1 are acting security while I task up. Unless, of course, we have similar tasks. Then we can task together. But your mission, your job, should you choose to accept it, is to run security with Bravo 1 while I level up. That's what we're going to do in the Community Chaos this Sunday.
Absolutely.
You happy with that?
Well, yeah, I'm obviously happy with that. Like I say, I want to try and get you up to level 3 on your way to level 4, because then
we're on a par.
We're on a bit of a par. We're on a bit of a par. So yes, I'm sorry for not smiling, Ryan. I do apologise. I've got my brain in overdrive at the minute, and I sort of just like zone out. So I apologise, but you can. I'm sure you just saw my smile switch on when I saw that comment.
But by the way, while we're doing this, if I don't even know what it is on Twitch, but if you are enjoying the stream, let's see some thumbs, hearts, smiley faces, anything that you can do at this present moment in time. If you're enjoying the stream, whether you're on YouTube or whether you're on Twitch, just give us some indication that we are in some way, shape, or form hitting the mark for you.
Absolutely, some hearts going up on the YouTube. I don't think you can do a similar thing on Twitch, but I'm sure that if it's being well received on YouTube, Twitch should be the same. So we appreciate having every single one of you out there. So the Community Chaos Sunday, just make sure you are in the Discord, make sure you subscribe to YouTube, make sure you're following Twitch, and come and get involved. and it'll be a mammoth stream once again. So we're going to go over to your...
Kugler says we've got perfect timing. Don't disappear. Apparently the servers are back up.
Excellent. I did see that there were some people live just before we went live ourselves. So it's good to know that the servers are back up and running. So we're going to go into your guys' questions now. In our Discord, we have a special little area for you to submit your podcast questions. Now we're going to go through that list very, very shortly when I find it on the Discord. There we go. We have it. Dun, dun, dun.
Cheesecake is still asking about extra mag pouches on Scav's armor. I can't help. If you're short on some pouches, I've got some on my bench.
Hang on, let me have a look. Where's Cheesecake at? When we'll have extra pouches on my... Again, that is a question for the Ask Me Anything, Cheesecake. Get over onto Reddit this weekend and get that question asked. Because Caveman are going to try and get through every single question that they can. And it's a good question to ask. It would benefit the naked runs. However, I think they are trying to reduce the amount of naked runners that are causing chaos.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't ban naked runners.
No.
I think because, there are people who, for example, there's Tactical Madness who will do various tasks like 0 to hero and stuff like that. You got to start somewhere, and naked is where people doing that kind of thing start. And we would hope to get to a point where we've leveled up so far that we can start having some fun with the game as well. And some of that will involve like naked runs into Metro and things like that. Yeah. So I don't think there should be a ban on naked running. I do think it should be made difficult because it was far too easy for a while for people to run in and spam nades and all of that kind of thing. But yeah, I wouldn't like to see it disappear completely, but I do think it shouldn't be an easy thing.
It should be a serious challenge. And I think with reducing, obviously, the amount of ammo and stuff in the Scavs weapons now, it is going to make it a lot harder. But I still do love a cheeky low kit to naked run in Smugglers. Shame you can't put keys back in your butt box anymore, but it's always going to be around. It just needs to be a serious challenge.
OC1122 is out there.
OC,
nice to see you. So if you are sitting at, by the way, if you're lurking out there, is anybody out there lurking and you haven't yet jumped in, say hello, let us know that you're there, please do. Just put a thumb up or say hello, anything at all. Just let us know that you're out there lurking. If you're interested in this game, if you like what you see, if you enjoy what we're trying to do, then please do subscribe on YouTube, follow on Twitch, and jump in and join us in the Discord. JJ's out there lurking. So JJ's out there.
OC is saying that they added the free kit tickets for a reason. Yes, and those free kits are so much fun. So much fun. That is great fun running with those free kits.
I ran with my first free kit with you the other evening, and the SKS.
Yeah,
absolutely loved the SKS.
Brilliant.
Took me a little bit to get used to the optic to the sight on it, but I actually
Shaven swears by it.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I used to play Showdown, and I loved the SKS in Showdown, and I don't know what it's like now because I haven't been back to play it for a while. But I was able to put a PTEC on the SKS in Showdown, and I absolutely loved that weapon.
Excellent.
Now, when we were running the other night, there's an optic comes with the SKS, and you can't seem to change it.
Well, it's a basic free kit, isn't it? But like I say, Shaven swears by it. I've used it. It does take a minute to get used to the optic, but it does.
It does the work. It does the work.
It does hit hard.
Yeah.
Anything else in the chat before we go on to the questions?
Shaven says it should be mandatory for all of us with hoodies to wear them when we watch.
Now's your time. Now is your time. Now is your time.
Now
is your time.
We were talking before we kicked off the podcast. We were talking about how warm it is in here with these things on at the moment. Yeah, and it is quite warm with hoodies on. we have got, the two of us, we have got polo shirts as well. So podcast going forward now, during the summer months, we will be wearing our polo shirts rather than our hoodies, which leads me on to the next thing. We've had people asking about merch. And we've committed to, by the time we run the next podcast, the Bravo team, the Midlife Mercenaries merch shop will be open. So we'll be starting with a version of the hoodies.
Yes.
These hoodies and the hoodies that we gave to our mod team and the hoodies that were won are unique.
Yeah.
These will not be repeated, but there will be a version of a Midlife Mercenaries hoodie available in the merch shop. We will make the polo shirts available in the merch shop as well. There will also be available in the merch shop some,
Hold it up to the camera so they can see it.
Some little people like so. Don't know how good that's coming up on camera, but that is your gold figurine from in the game. And we will be adding other various goodies to the merch shop.
Absolutely.
There will be there'll be the usual sort of merch that you can get, baseball caps and so on and so forth. So keep your eyes open. We have already, for those of you who would like to visit, and it's a little bit of fun at the moment, but it's what did they say? Under development. We have the Midlife Mercenaries website is open at this present moment in time. It links back to our YouTube channel and the story that we've been putting together with Big C, which we will eventually get to resolve and finish. There's a little bit of a game that you can play on there as well. So if you are interested in visiting the Midlife Mercenaries website, it is www. Although you don't need that these days, do you? That's my fucking age coming out. www.midlifemercenaries.com.
Absolutely.
Midlifemercenaries.com will take you to the website. The shop is not currently live. The shop will be live. There will be a tab at this address for you to get to the merch shop. And we are committing to making sure that that happens before we next run our podcast, which will be 4 weeks from now. Is that what you wanted me to say?
Absolutely.
There you
was
go.
The perfect. It was Shaven set us up there for the perfect.
Absolutely.
For the perfect intro into the announcement.
And by the way, we'd love to hear your feedback and comments on that also, and what type of stuff would you like to see?
Absolutely.
In the
It is worth noting as well, guys, that these will be a limited edition to begin with, or this particular run will be limited edition. We've only got a certain amount of those to go.
Yes.
Fully boxed.
We will notify you of the number once the shop is open.
Once the shop's open. Fully boxed, handmade in the UK, hand painted in the UK, in the Midlands.
Do you want to stamp "Made in Britain" on the bottom?
No, I don't think we can. No, but I'm just saying they aren't mass-produced stuff.
Yeah,
they are quality items, high quality items. And for those of you that have received them, let me know what you think.
By the way, Bravo team members who have received hoodies and figurines, can you please take a photograph and stick it up in the Discord? Yeah. So I appreciate some of you may not want to show your mush, but pull up your hoodie or blur out your face or whatever. We'd love to see you, but by the same token, what I'd love to see is the people who have received some gifts from us to actually just stick a photograph up in the Discord for us in the general chat. Thank you.
Excellent. So right, on to questions. Before we get led into another offshoot. Right, we're going to start. We've got quite a few questions to get through here. So
just before you get, I'm kidding.
He's not kidding. He's not kidding.
Go on.
He's not kidding. So we're not going to get through all of these questions as there is a lot. Wowzers. But we are going to start with Mr. Fast and Flawless. And his question, rather predictably, is what is your opinion on the PvE mode now that it's released? Has it been a positive thing for the game, and do you think it has impacted PvP?
Right. First and foremost, these are questions that were submitted to the Discord, just for people for people who are watching that may not be aware of where the questions are coming from, because they won't see them in the stream.
Yeah. So we'll come to stream questions at the very end.
Yeah.
These are Discord questions.
These were submitted in advance in the Discord. So I think we've already covered that as far as I'm concerned at the moment. Coming into when people were talking about PvE being introduced, I had my reservations. And if I'm going to be really honest about it, it's somewhere in the back of my mind, I'll probably still have reservations. However, seeing the numbers swelling, seeing the number of people playing it, seeing the number of people streaming it at the moment, it gives me hope that there will be a crossover. And that's what I want. I don't want PvE for the sake of PvE. I want PvE for the hope that it grows the player numbers in PvP. That's how I feel about it. I will, like I said, my focus is going to be leveling up to level 4 in PvP.
Yeah.
And once I've done that, I will go across and play PvE, because I want to see what the attraction is. I want to see what it's about. But for me, PvP is where it's at, definitely. And what I want from PvE is that it brings more people into PvP. How many acronyms? Yeah, that's my thoughts on it. That's where I stand.
I do think, I'll just give my 2 pence on it, that I do think it's a positive thing for the game. Again, just reiterating what we spoke about earlier, is that it has brought people back to the game. There are people actively playing it. There are people streaming it. There are people thoroughly enjoying it. Do I think it's impacted PvP? Not particularly. The lobbies are still full. The fights are still happening. There's still, and this is coming from an experienced player, there are still people that are new to the game that we're finding in raid that are clearly new to the game. All the telltale signs are there. So people are playing PvP that are new to the game. There's people coming across from other games and back into the game for the PvP, for the PvE. Sorry. I think I genuinely, after all the speculation about how it'll split the player base at this point in time,
I have to say at the moment, and based on my limited playing over the last couple of weeks, last week, the game seems busy. So I don't think PvE has had that type of detrimental effect that I thought it was going to have. But like I said, you know my views. I want it to be a mechanism that brings people into PvP, not a standalone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just going to play PvP or PvE and stay there. Do Over Gaming, nice to see you. Now that's an interesting comment as well. Do Over Gaming is actually in our Facebook group, and for those of you who don't know, we have got a Facebook group as well. I'm probably not as active on there as I should be, both of us, if I'm really honest about it, and that's probably because between our day jobs and what we're doing on here with the streaming and that takes up quite a bit of time. But we should spend a little bit more time focusing on the other outlets that we have. So there is a Facebook group,
there's a TikTok,
and Do Over. Please do subscribe on YouTube. You know, jump into the Discord, and if you are currently playing the game, get your name down and run with us, brother, because we'd love to have more people in the Bravo team. Can I just say something as well?
Of course you can. Those
of you who are already in the Bravo team and who are not affiliated with any other team, and I'm saying this because we don't want to detract from what other teams do. You're more than welcome in our Discord. You're more than welcome to run with us and all of that. But for those of you who are not affiliated with another team, because I don't want to take you away from them, but you'd like to be affiliated with the Bravo team, put the BRVO moniker in front of your name, because we want to see this community growing. We want to see it developing. I don't want you to drop any other team that you're with. If you're running with another team and you've got their moniker in front of it, great. We love you. We want you on board. We still want you inside with the Bravo team. But if you're not affiliated to another team and you'd like to carry the Bravo moniker, the only requirement is you're in our Discord.
That's it. There's no skill requirements, because as we know, no skill is no issue. And it's just great to have you as part of the team to be able to run with the Bravo tag in front of you.
All I would ask is that you look at how the tag is presented and set yours up.
And be active. Be active in the Discord and in the chats, because a lot of people that are running the tags, obviously, that one of the things is to try and be active within the Discord and the chats and the group. But there's no skill requirements, because you know our motto: no skill is no issue. So come and get involved. All the information's in the Discord.
Excellent stuff. Do over Chew McGrew on Meta. So Chew McGrew, if you're playing Exfil, just put in a friend request.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, jump in the Discord, put in a friend request, and Do Over or Chew McGrew is from Tennessee.
Excellent.
Great to have you with us.
So Folly Blues has asked, Caveman is doing a Reddit AMA this weekend, which we've already spoken about. What 3 questions would you ask them about the game or this wipe? What
3 questions would I ask them? Okay. For some very personal reasons that you are aware of, I want to see, are the posters gone, or are the posters coming back, or what are the plans for the posters? So that's one of the questions I will ask, not would ask, because we are going to be participating in the AMA. So that's one of the things I want to know and understand. What would you ask?
I'm going to ask, can they fix the shelves?
Okay.
Because the shelves
that was going to be my level.
One of the questions that I was going to have was, one of the questions that I was going to ask is, are the face shields operating as they should be? Well, obviously they've updated the hopefully that's sorted it. Twitch drops or Exfil drops, are there plans for any more Twitch or Exfil drops as the wipe progresses? Well, I think what I would like, and maybe we need to ask that as a question, and nice for challenging us on that. I would like to see a calendar of events, like a roadmap of events. Yeah, because what we've had as far as drops and so on and so forth are concerned during the wipes, and I know we're early in the creator journey, but what we tend to get is just a notification either a week or a couple of days beforehand saying, we're going to do X, Y, Z. Are you interested in participating? And then we register our interest, and then they contact us and say, right, we want you involved, blah, 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 so on and so forth. What I would like to see is like a 6 or a 12-month roadmap to say, you know, this month we're doing this, next month we're doing that, that month we're doing that, because then we can talk about that on the podcast. We can rally support. We can talk about while we're running, we can build some excitement around it. So rather than just being a last minute sort of, oh, we're going to do drops this weekend, we could build up some momentum to it. So I think that's another question we can ask. Absolutely. And my third and final question will be, are night raids going to be a thing? Ooh. Because I think that would be tremendous. On certain maps. On certain maps. Obviously, the metro's all indoors, isn't it? So yeah. So Nichak, in fact, you've not. Okay. What are you doing? I'm just changing the screen. Oh, right. Okay. No worries. It's all very professional here. You know, our director and our producer are sat here. So, and the tech team as well. Everybody is sat in front of the camera. Everybody is sat in front of the camera. So Nichak asks, in what ways are you playing differently compared to last wipe, and do you prefer it that way? Oh, is that directed towards me or you? It's both of us. So these are questions for us to answer. I am deliberately playing more aggressive. I think in previous wipes, I have been attempting to be tactical, and as a result, have not been as aggressive and as pushy as I previously could have been. I tended to concern myself more about making sure I was healed up and jabbed and all that kind of stuff. Whereas now I'm looking at it and thinking, well, if I'm doing that, maybe the other player's doing that. So now I'll push. So I'll push before healing, which probably a bad strategy. But I think so far it's worked for me on a couple of occasions where I've pushed forward and thought, I'm injured, but you know what? If I can get that last couple of shots into him, then so for me, and this has got nothing to do in terms of the wipe. This is just a personal process I'm going through.
is that I am aiming to play a little bit more aggressively. Doesn't mean I'm going to be chasing after every freaking fight that comes. That will still remain tactical, but it means that when I'm in the fight, I'm going to be a little bit more aggressive.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And how am I playing differently? I am doing more scav runs, Nichak.
Hey,
I was...
welcome to the Scav Brotherhood.
I did not do hardly any scav runs last wipe. However, I am trying to get at least a couple of scav runs in when I'm playing in the evening. Just obviously, the main reason is to get plenty of stuff in my boxes to get to Bravo 2 when he needs them. I don't know if you've seen my shelves on the hideout when we've been live, but things are doubled up and double stacked and queued up and ready to go. So, and obviously ready for ammo trades, because one thing that I found last wipe towards the end is that I'd run out of stuff for trading ammo, and I want to get stocked up on that stuff now.
Yep.
So that when we hit level 4 and we fly into the end game, guns blazing, I can get the 993, I can get the 995. And Big Seal know as well that when we're running, the trade ammo was scarce, and I want to be able to run some trade ammo this wipe, some serious trade ammo. So that's how I'm playing differently.
Okay. And on that subject, while you talk about running more scav raids, and welcome to the Scav Brotherhood, I am delighted to say that my experience in this wipe so far has been that scavs are a lot more friendly. Player scavs have been a lot more friendly than we've had in the last 2 wipes, because after the bottle fest, the beer fest of the first wipe, scavs seem to be turning into demons. But this wipe, and I know it's coercive because they're terrified of the elite scavs.
Oh my.
And the what are the 2 different types now? Elite and super.
Well, I call them super scavs and then the elite scavs.
Elite scavs. They're terrified of these other scavs now taking them out, and they will. Yeah. So now scavs are being a lot more friendly, and people are doing what they were doing in the first wipe. They're coming up to you and offering gifts if they're carrying too much themselves. They're showing you where stuff is, and the scav community seems to be coming back together again, and I welcome that.
I'll believe it when I see it.
I welcome that.
I'll believe
Having said that,
I'll believe it when I see it.
Having said that, my last run before we came down here, I've told you about this.
Yes, you have told me about it.
And I wish I had remembered the guy's name so I could actually call him out on it. I was doing a scav run in Dam. I had run through factory, and I was coming out the back gate of factory and running down toward, the little village with the, what's it called, the little
Desolate
encampment.
Village.
No, not that. I was heading towards Desolate,
Right.
but I was just running past the little encampment, and I passed the scav, and we got the nice wave and the whole thing. I was double bagging, which I'm sure was probably his temptation. So I two bags I was running. I had picked up a camera. I picked up a lion. I had a game.
You were loaded.
I was loaded with goop. I lots of other bits and pieces. I'd WD-40 and canisters, and also I was full, 2 bags full, and I was running and ran past him and waved. He was nice and polite and everything, and I got away. And I thought, oh, that's all right. And I was away, and I was heading away, and then, and I would suggest probably almost out of range, he thought better of it, and he shot me in the back.
You see, that's what happens to me.
If
I see a scav running with 2 bags, I can't help myself. I want the loot.
You see, I would be more passive. I'd say, good luck to you. Off you go.
I had a few times this wipe, I've had to really bite my lip.
But I'm not going to let that one idiot.
Well, we'll see.
Color my judgment.
We'll see.
Because my general feeling is, since I've come back, that the majority of scavs are being friendly. Yeah, you're right, Shaven. It's because if they shoot you, they'll be torn apart by scavs. And I hope that this guy got absolutely mullered.
He's got all your,
because he was at least
loot. He has got all
he
your
was
loot.
at least 700 meters away.
He's got
from
all your loot. He's got every single piece
An
in his
Exfil.
hideout. He's got every single piece of that loot in his hideout. How fast has Bravo 2 been catching up, and how much stuff did you manage to buff him with? A lot of ammo, red gas canisters, stuff.
Yeah,
things. Yeah, stuff to get his hideouts and things on. He's doing really well in the chat. He's doing really well.
Yeah. I'm happy with the progress I'm making. I think had I not had that day of jet lag where
you'd have made some.
I probably would have, because that Wednesday would have been a full day on for me, and I had planned to stream, and it would have been at least a 4-hour, if not more, stream, and I would have got quite a bit done. So I missed out on that. We're obviously missing out on yesterday and today because we're here. For those of you that don't know, we sort of live opposite ends of the country, and we need to meet in the middle for our podcast. So that takes a day out of both of our days for traveling.
Yeah.
And then we have the podcast today. So we've missed out on 2
days behind. But we're not, like I say, we're going to get to level 4 as quickly as we can. Not as quickly as some people, because again, we do have things to do. But we're just enjoying the grind. So a name that I haven't seen for some time is Mr. Matt Gamer.
Hey.
What is the best way to quickly and efficiently finish all the tasks?
Go on.
And you'll hate me for saying it. Stay task focused.
Absolutely.
Don't do about anything else. Go in.
I won't hate you for saying it. I will say, doctor, take your own freaking medicine. Yeah. Stay task focused, says the guy who, when we go in to be task focused,
it's Matt's question,
and I appreciate it's Matt's question, but I'm going to have a rant about this one, right? Because we'll go in to be task focused with maybe 3 tasks to do, simple, and we could survive. Example: resort the other night. Oh, there's a team at hospital. Should we engage them? No, Bravo One. Let's stay task focused. We just got to get down to wastewater. I'm in a nice hidey place, dipped away here. They don't know we're here. Bang, bang. I'm engaging after he's engaged. Bang, bang. I'm engaging them. So now we're in a fight and we die. So yeah, stay task focused. That's number 1.
Yeah.
Right. So if you're talking about leveling up, and you also want to level up in terms of your hideout as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then I would suggest take every opportunity to scav run and grab every little bit of goop you can.
Everything has value.
Yeah. Number 1, if you don't need it for a hideout upgrade, it has a sale value. Yeah. So I would do raid, scav run, raid, scav run, raid, scav run, and that's how I would the quickest way I would level up. But when on raid, I would be completely task focused, avoid the fights,
stay task
get
focused,
in,
Matt,
and don't worry about, when you're task focused, don't worry about picking up loot. Just worry about getting in and getting the task completed and getting out.
And use your free kits, your free ticket kits. So Grimrefer is asking, I've got a question. Where would they put Exfilzone at on being a full release 1.0 version? Now that is a good question. However, Caveman are a very small development team, and I think with the type of game that they are producing and creating, it will need to stay in alpha stage for an extended period of time.
Okay.
So they can iron out the issues, iron out the bugs, look at things like what's it called? That other the PC extraction one, Escape from Tarkov, that was in alpha stage for a very long time. So I would, again, it's unknown as to when it will become 1.0 version, but I would say for now it will stay as an alpha.
And for an alpha, it's doing
very well.
Doing
very well.
Yeah. And I know that some people have had their gripes about Caveman Studios and concerns about them getting involved in communication and everything. And I think they're addressing that as well. I think their fear in the early days was that if they were addressing all of the queries and questions, it's detracting, because it's a small team, it's detracting from actually getting on with the development. But I think what they've realized is that they need that communication and the development running side by side. Yep. And that's why we've had things like Lon having an interview, more information coming out on the Discord, and now this AMA as well, is to keep the player base informed of what's going on and keep us up to speed so that we're not feeling like we're being ignored or left out. And I think they're doing a freaking fantastic job, number one. And I'm not just saying that. And I think the game that is in an alpha stage is still phenomenal. You know, it's
brilliant
for what you pay for that game.
Absolutely brilliant.
For what you pay for that game, I think it is A-class.
It is hands down one of the greatest experiences in VR you can have. Volley Blues, do you think PvE should wipe at the same time frequency as the PvP? I don't think PvE should wipe at all. I think it should just be a progression through the PvE to a point where you're ready to progress into PvP. It will wipe at some point. I'm sure it will if they need to do updates and things to the game. But I think for the PvE mode, I think it should just be a constant progression. Thoughts, Bravo, too?
Yeah, I'm trying to think, and I don't even know that I have an opinion on it. My sense is it will have to wipe at some point, because otherwise it will just become boring for the people playing it. So my sense is it will have to wipe unless they deviate from having it similar to the PvP, and they have additional levels or additional tasks or whatever. And maybe that's, maybe part of that is it increasingly gets harder until such time as you think, I'm ready for PvP. I don't know. I genuinely don't really know what direction they can or they should go with it. But my sense is that they will wipe, and they will have to wipe.
I don't think they have any plans to do it regularly. The initial statement from Caveman was that they don't plan on wiping the PvE mode.
Right.
But I'm assuming it will have to have some kind of wipe.
There'll have to be
doing
something.
Updates and things like that. So again, that is a question for the AMA.
Absolutely.
Over on Reddit. Again, check out the official Discord in the announcements tab to get your link straight to the Reddit page. Straight to the page.
It's a very quick one from me, if you don't mind, Bravo. One, if you are new to the stream, if this is the first time you're finding the Bravo team, then please do subscribe if you're on YouTube, follow if you're on Twitch, and then jump in and join us in the Discord. If we're completely new and this is the very first time you've ever seen us, we are the Midlife Mercenaries, Oscar Bravo 1 and Oscar Bravo 2. We play Exfilzone by Caveman Studios. It is Contractor Showdown Exfilzone. It is a first-person shooter game. We absolutely love it. It is the best thing since sliced bread. We live stream on a Monday, Wednesday, and Sunday as our regular streams. We do some ad hoc ones as well, but those are our regular streams. So we would love nothing more than you, if you are new to this, to come and join us on either YouTube, Twitch, and jump into Discord and help us to grow and to build this community. Back to you, Bravo.
Excellent. Absolutely. Thoughts? This is from Not Personal, one of the mods and fellow streamer. Thoughts on solo lobbies, but still allow solos to join standard lobbies, just not the other way around. So thoughts on solo lobbies. Solo lobbies would be a great idea. However, and I'm not going to say too much on this, I do think that they wouldn't stay solo lobbies for very long. If you catch my drift.
Yeah.
I do feel that solo lobbies would be used as farming grounds.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
It is a tough one.
It is a tough one. I'm not convinced. Again, just hit with that, but I'm not convinced it's a good idea. I haven't had time to process it, but I'm not convinced it's a good idea because you can imagine what would happen. But having said that, that can happen as things stand at the moment. However, I'm only aware of one incident where no, I'm not. I'm aware of two incidents where it has happened, and we were involved in one.
Yeah, well, like I say, I just feel that solo lobbies would be a great. I'd love to see solo lobbies, but I just feel it would get taken advantage of.
Yeah,
let's just say.
Yeah.
So I think that with the game as it is now, obviously solo versus trios is a challenge. It is definitely doable, but I think that is something that would be would need to.
Yeah, but and there's a lot of fun playing as a three stack, and there are enough people around looking for running
players. Yeah, absolutely. Players. Always asking in the Discord.
And if you are part of the Bravo team, there's always somebody who's available, happy to run. So, I mean, typically when we normally run, and before we started streaming, we ran as a duo.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
we did damn well.
Yeah. And yeah, I mean, I'm not sure. I'm not going to say I would be against solo lobbies, but I don't think it would be a good thing to introduce without some form of constraints.
Yeah, obviously, yeah. Let's leave it at that for now. But it's a good question.
AMA.
Get it out there. So Grim Refer again. Are they going to clean the toilets in our hideout? I ask on behalf of Big C. Operation Bitter about the toilet is still very much in progress. Speak to Big C about it. He's the man who's running that campaign. I think it's brilliant. I think it's absolutely brilliant. So Grim Refer, are they going to have more repercussion for scav on scav killing, like for?
Oh, I think your super scavs and your elite scavs are the answer to that.
Yeah,
I think that is the repercussion, because if you now kill a scav, you have a lot to deal with.
Yeah.
Now, having said that, there's still opportunities for them to ambush people at Exfilzone, but I don't know what you can do about that. But if you kill a scav in game now, if you're a scav and you kill a scav in game, you're up against a lot.
Just don't forget, guys, this game is not a friendly game, right? It's not about being friendly. It's the same with some of the games. You trust nobody.
You're justifying you killing scavs, aren't you?
Listen,
I will convert him one day.
If they've got the loot, it's mine.
You scav killer.
It's mine.
I even feel sorry when he kills normal scav. You know, he goes in. What he used to do when we'd go in as scavs into bank, just to kill the bank boss and get his kit out as a scav.
Yeah. I can't do that
anymore. I'd feel sorry for the bank boss. I don't know why.
I had loads of them armors, loads of them. I had my methods. To get the bank boss kits out, but it's a shot in the dark. So if you want to skip this question, no hard feelings. Let me just read this first. I was wondering if Combat Waffle got my idea about the kit recovery idea. Streams.
Sorry, what's that question?
No, I think we'll leave that. We will leave that question out because it's not related to the Exfilzone. So I appreciate that, Grim, but I'm not quite sure that's quite relevant. Could they add a way to share our space with our hideouts as a team? So if I'm giving my team back their kit back that I carried out of raid,
we've talked about this before.
We are not starting the raid and putting bullets in pouches, meds in gun. Yeah, okay.
We've talked about this before, and I agree wholeheartedly. I think there should be a pre-lobby, and they have it in Showdown, the game Showdown, where you load into a pre-lobby and you run around and you can muck about with your team and whatever before you actually go into the game itself. And I think they could do exactly the same thing with. My feeling is, I'm not saying that they're going to. I'm speaking for what I would like to see, but I would love to see a pre-lobby where you end up in a shared hideout where you can actually then exchange bags, give back kits, do all of the necessary things that you would normally do in game before you load in, and obviously limit the time, but give you an opportunity where, as a 2-stack or a 3-stack, you can meet together before the game kicks off. And I would welcome that. I would love to see that.
You see, I do feel that it's taking the sort of seriousness away from the game a little bit. I think some kind of pre-lobby interaction would be welcome, but I think giving kits back and stuff in a pre-lobby area so you can get ready. I just think it just takes and I'm not saying it's deadly serious. I just think it just takes a little bit away for me. Just takes a little bit away from it. But like I say, I'm open to any kind of suggestions of how it could be. So there's nothing better than bringing a kit into raid and having to try and get your kit back out again. I think that's quite exciting.
Okay. You still have to try and get your kit back out. You just have an opportunity to get kitted up.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. So yeah, if it's before that you're going into raid.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not saying
right,
an area where you share
back.
and then go back.
Right.
I'm talking about, for me, if you didn't play Showdown, but if you play Showdown, you have a pre-lobby, which is actually the map. But you went into the pre-lobby, you could run around in the map before the game actually started.
Yeah.
So if you were with other players, you could do stuff together and then go into game. Now you couldn't, because you had to pick up ammo and stuff in the game itself. It wasn't that kind of a lobby, but you were in with your team. You could run around and you could have a chat and talk to one another, and whatever. Yeah. So I think a similar scenario, but a scenario whereby you actually bring your kit in, you go into a lobby. I mean, even if it was you went into a spawn point, the doors were closed. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah,
let's say it was a spawn point like, the airplane down in Lumber at the moment. Yeah. So the doors are closed. The steel doors are closed. You're in the spawn point. You can sort out your bits and pieces, get all your kit together, and then the doors open up.
That could be implemented across.
Out.
That could be implemented across the.
You're out and running
across the maps for different. That would be quite. That'd be different. That'd be quite good, as well. So that and then that would also stop if people are loading in late. Obviously, if the doors didn't open until, I don't know.
Well, they'd all open at the same time, but
it would be after the people have spawned in, so that if people are spawned in, because there's that delay for some players, isn't there?
Yeah.
So it would eliminate that delay of people getting run up on spawn. If all the spawn point doors opened at the same time, yeah, I'm all for that.
There you go. Knew we'd convert him.
So Kugler has jumped in and asked a couple of questions. What new feature from this wipe was a surprise for you and why? I'll leave that to you.
I'm still getting surprised because although he says he told me, he didn't. But things like the new kiosk, is that what we're calling it?
Johnny's
jump box.
Johnny's kiosk.
That was new for me. I think I like the idea, but I wasn't sure how it operated. I didn't know how it worked coming into the wipe 2 weeks late. So I was not using it correctly and just trying to figure it out. But now I know how it operates. I think that's a welcome feature. I like that idea. What else? The kits, the free kits.
Free kits.
Yeah, the voucher kits, as people are calling them. Again, I had no idea that they existed or what they were. Somebody's supposed to be telling me and having my back.
Several conversations
but
about
Shaven Monkey educated me on that. Thank you, Shaven.
Several conversations about it.
No conversations about that. But Shaven educated me. Thank you, Shaven. You have my back, my friend. But yeah, so the voucher kits and the Johnny's
box, whatever
it's called,
the
junk box. Those are two things that I think I welcome.
Yep.
I think they're a good idea. Now that I know what they're about. Yeah.
And the two features for me were the dog tags. I think the dog tags are brilliant.
I like the idea of the dog tags, the dog tags, but I'd like to see them having more utility.
Wait, but bide your time.
Okay.
Bide your time.
Okay.
Collect them. But the dog tags, I think that the way that they've implemented the dog tags is absolutely brilliant. The way that they look, they do need a little bit of optimization when you're in the hideout. I've got to keep them in the bag. But I think the dog tags are absolutely brilliant. And the biggest surprise for me was, and I bet you didn't know this because I only found it out the other day, is that your purchases, some of the purchases, like for your ammo your ammo stocks, are now weekly rather than daily.
Right.
So for your M855A1,
yeah,
you can only buy, I think it's 100 stacks for the week.
Okay. Personally, I don't have an issue with that if it's equal.
It is equal.
Yeah, but that doesn't, that kind of implementation doesn't bother me as long as everybody else has the same issue.
It's going to change the way that people are playing the game, different ammo types, different guns.
Yep.
It's going to stop a couple of the metas, I think. And like I say, I do like to keep my ammo stock. I'm sure everybody does it, but obviously every day you buy daily quota of ammo, and you'd end up with bags full of decent ammo, like not obviously the tradable, but the higher tier standard ammos, and you'd never run out of it eventually because you're just buying your daily stacks. So if it limits that, I'm all for it. It's going to change the way it plays. People aren't going to be running such high tier ammo in such quantities.
Yep.
Oh, and his next question is, what are your ideas?
Just before you move on with that, Fast is saying that, and I get this, many games have a pre-lobby, like the Walkabout Golf and such like.
Yes.
So, I'm guessing that the story there is that it shouldn't be too difficult for them to implement something like that. It's just whether it's in their plans or not. So, a good opportunity for somebody out there to go to the AMA and ask the question and see what cavemen have to say about it. Fast is also saying that no game should be too serious. We get that with life. Absolutely. And the one thing about how we play Exfilzone is we make sure we have fun.
The key.
It's not about getting upset. It's not about rage quitting. It's fun. The whole thing.
It is.
It's our downtime, and we should be enjoying it and not taking it too seriously. And anybody who is taking it too seriously, take a fucking break. Touch grass, enjoy life,
and just have some fun,
and just
realize
it's a game.
Laugh about it. Rust Runner, I will get to that question over on Twitch once I have finished with Kugler's second half of his question. What are your ideas on what to do with the dog tags that would be fair for everyone? What are your ideas on what to do with dog tags that will be fair for everyone? Now,
is that speculation on what they're going to do with the
speculation? I'm going to put my cards on the table for this.
Okay.
That I think dog tags will be traded or exchanged for voucher kits.
Okay.
Wild stab in the door. I have no idea at that. That's what I think that will happen. So get your kills and get your voucher. The more dog tags you provide, the better the voucher kit.
Okay.
Maybe. Who knows? What are your thoughts?
I genuinely don't know what they're going to do with them, and I don't really have. I mean, that idea makes sense. It stacks. But then I'm just wondering if there should be a different value on different dog tags based on the level of player that you've taken out.
Ooh. Yeah, like elite players. Yeah, that's a really good idea.
That a dog tag should have a value based on the level of player that you've. So what you do with that value, I don't know, and maybe it is traded for.
That's a brilliant idea.
Yeah, but yeah, again, a fantastic question. Maybe one you can ask at the AMA. What are the plans for the dog tags?
That is a great question. That is a great question. So,
Rust Runner, great to see you out there. Nice to have you with us. Fog Cabin. Nice to see you.
Yes. How's it going?
Nice to see you guys.
So we'll open it up to the chat now before we leave you today. So I am just going to, Rust Runner's asking, can you explain the junk box further to a new Exfil player, other than it just being where you upgrade your bunker? So it is obviously used as a junk box. It has a weight limit. So instead of having the portable junk boxes, you can use it as a general junk box for storage. So for excess hideout items.
So what I was doing before I had the conversation with Shaven, what I was doing was just putting in what I needed to upgrade.
Yeah,
that's what I thought, and I think this is where Rust Runner is coming from. If I'm wrong, let me know. But what I was doing was, if I needed X number of items for an upgrade, I was chucking them in there and then doing the upgrade. Having had the conversation with Shaven and realizing that if I upgraded to the highest weight level, which I think was 60 kg, which I've now done, I can use it to store items. So what I'm doing is I'm keeping the heavier items on my shelves and in the other boxes. And then the lighter items, I'm just literally putting into the junk box. So I'm putting the other items into the junk box, knowing that as I need to upgrade certain levels of my hideout, I can just click on it, see what's required and what I already have in there. So, for example, if I want mold boards, but I've already put 12 mold boards in, but I need 6 for an upgrade, I know I've got 6 left, but I then can see what else do I need. And if I've got the items on the shelf, I can chuck them in. So basically storage, but store all of your lighter items, because light items, they're small, they take up space on your shelf and so on and so forth, where the weight won't matter too much if you've got 60 kg to...
Absolutely. And obviously you do need to, if you want to do the additional storage areas, you do need to upgrade the weight capacity of the junk box. So on your screen, you'll see the little, I think it's little home icon, isn't it, with the junk box? Then you can upgrade the storage capacity in weight value, and also the quality of the items that you receive from the restock. Which is another thing that you didn't know about.
I didn't know about.
So that you can use it for the So Johnny's restock every hour, I think it is. You can choose for a couple of items to be restocked into the Johnny kiosk, the junk box kiosk, if you like, and you can again level that up to get better tier items. There will be a cost to those items, but you might be able to get some decent loot,
to get some decent stuff
early on in the game.
Yeah,
people have been getting GPUs. I've seen 993 coming out of it. Rare items, digital sensors.
I haven't had one of those yet.
That's where I think it's going to be coming from. So hopefully, Russ, that has answered your question. And
I guess Fog Cabin has the same question as well. So hopefully that's answered that question for both of you guys.
So JJ is asking, why do we still have the instant complete button on tasks? Again,
good question.
Is it tied in somewhere with the dog tag? I think it's been left in intentionally. It doesn't look like it's been.
Well, you say you think it's been left in intentionally, but let's look at the when we did the Christmas event. All of the presents were in the event until what, March?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, true.
So it may have been an oversight. It may have been something that was just not thought about and left in there, or
it's going to
speculating. It's going to tie in with something coming.
Who knows? Who knows what it is? But it is still
a good question, and again, a good question for AMA. Jump on over the weekend.
Yeah, that's a really good idea.
When Cavemen are doing the AMA, ask that question. Somebody will answer it.
So yeah, Ryan can't find USBs. The little digital USBs, they are spawning in key rooms and things like that. The place to get one of those from would be a high value area.
Which the
little USB sticks,
units.
you know, the little USBs, you know,
USB
the high
sticks,
value, the high value USB sticks, the high value. So let's see what other questions. Twitch is going mad with the questions over here, guys. What is a good level of armor to not get one tapped as a solo?
The highest armor that you can get.
Anything above level 4 or level 4 and above. I would be very, very reluctant to run anything less.
And the face shield.
And the face shield. There has been a couple of instances where we have been one tapped wearing face shields.
But it looks like that's been solved.
Looks like it's been solved.
Looks like that's been solved.
So whatever you're running, make sure you've got if you can afford it, make sure you've got a face shield. So like a Ronin or a mask that has a clip-on face shield or an Alton. Yeah, Cooler's right. Duo mounting's decent mid-gear. That is, wow, we spent some of our early wipes running the Duo. Can you remember running Duo mounting?
Yes. I can remember running Duo mountains with an Elite.
Yeah.
And the Warrior helmet.
Yeah. Oh, the Elite and Warrior. That is the Elite and Warrior. Do it for us, Fog Cabin, where the Duo mountains with the Warrior helmet. That was our go-to kit for a time.
It's a shame that they've messed with the Elite bag, though.
I think the bag changes are a little bit, but
well, maybe it's just getting used to.
It's just a change to get used to. But like I said, I like the new bags. I do like the new bags. So, any more questions, guys, before we disappear?
Joshua, great to see you out there. He says, take it seriously. No way. Maximilian and I have started dating. He is the best souped up truck in the colony and his bunker is hopping.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Love it.
So Google says Geomantis got good durability fog cabinet. It's rough having gear and not being able to use it because you get one tapped. I want to at least fire a couple of shots. Like I say, fog cabinet, I do think that the one tapping may have been, if you're running face shields, may have been fixed. But again, it's run the best gear you have got, mate. It's unless you're just doing if you're going in for say, I mean, I don't know how to say this, but obviously, if you're just nipping in to do tasks, wear light kit. If you're going in for a decent raid, wear the best kit that you can get. The best kit you can get. The kit is what wins, is what keeps you alive.
Yeah, but I think Ryan has a point as well, and that is that you do play differently as a solo runner than you play even as a duo or as a 3-stack. And the idea, you almost want to be more of a rat when you're solo running, and particularly if you're tasking, you want to be getting in, getting around the map, keeping on the move, getting your task done, and getting out, and trying not to. The object would be trying not to engage.
Not to engage,
unless you're up against another single player, and you've got good odds of
got good odds of winning. So Kugler saying that he died to 995 in one game, and the next one 855A1. Yeah, that's going to be starting to that is going to start filtering through now that people are getting to the top end of it.
But also when you go to the restock, that's another and that's another side what side effect, if you like, of that kiosk. But everybody has the opportunity to end up with some 55A1 or some 995, because when you do the restock and you get some random goodies, they can be really good goodies. So, and again, going back to what Bravo 1 was saying about the restrictions on ammo and everything now, people are going to be running with 2 or 3 different ammo types. You're going to have your scav killing ammo, you're going to have your combat fighting ammo, and then you're going to have your, what Bravo 1 would call your spicy mag. And I think, you're going to have the general combat type where, if you're in a fight, you're in a fight. But if you know that you've got an opportunity to have the upper hand, out comes the spicy mag and away you go.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I think people are going to be a little bit more careful with what they have and use it more judiciously.
Judiciously.
Did you like that word?
I did like that.
That's word. My word for the day. That's my word for the day, guys.
Judiciously.
There we go.
He has got quite a vocabulary, He has got quite a vocabulary.
You what, mate?
Yeah, you what, mate? Any more questions, comments? Yeah, the fog cabin, the restock, on the kiosk.
On Johnny's junk box, that kiosk that none of us knew how to use. On Johnny's kiosk, you have a button that says restock. You can use that, and every hour you hit it, and it will restock with items into Johnny's shop. That you can purchase. There is a price to it. You're not getting them for free, but there are items that it will restock, and sometimes it will drop in high tier items that you can, like gold elephants.
It's like a random item generator.
Random, but also it can be ammo as well, or grenades. It can drop in stuff for
GPUs.
you.
Like I say, people have been getting some good stuff. Check it out, fog cabinet. It's called the restock. It's called the restock. You can select, like, there's 6 categories, and you can select 1 out of each 3. So you can select 2 categories, and then every hour he will restock. You have to trigger it every hour, but every hour you can restock. But they will be pricey items, very pricey items.
You buy them. I would say it's not free.
It's not free,
but sometimes
you get some decent.
You can get, if you're tasking, and for example you're looking for an imaging unit and you can't find one, there's every possibility one could show up there. Yeah,
absolutely.
So thank you, Joshua. Appreciate that. Joshua says, great show, like the format, best resource for the game. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Tell your friends.
Hopefully you have subscribed on YouTube, and hopefully you jumped into our Discord and joined us in the Discord.
Come and get involved on Sunday.
Thank you, Joshua.
Ryan likes the level up options for that Johnny kiosk. Yeah, like I say, the little additions that they've made to that, it's quite crafty. They've done a good job. Yeah. Need more items now. Need more items.
What have we got left on the list, sir?
Well, just the outro, Bravo 2. So we'll give it another minute or two, see if anybody's got any more questions for us, because we
as you know, there is between a 6 to an 11 second from the time words leave our lips to the time you can hit your keyboard. So if you have any other questions, then please do jump in, ask the questions. Guys, genuinely, if you are new to this stream, if you never heard of us before, and you're sitting out there lurking, then please jump in, say hello, let us know that you are there. Crimson Celt, nice to see you. Do we play by Steam or standalone? We moved from standalone, Crimson. We moved from standalone 2 wipes back.
Yes.
And we're now playing on Steam PC VR. I'm not even going to pretend to know what our setup is. I depended on a gentleman just across the table here
who also has no idea,
to provide me with a specification. He went out and found some other streamers who provided him with a specification. We got the kit and we put it together, and we're now we're streaming PC VR. Am I saying this right?
Yeah.
Sounds like I know what I'm talking about. I don't, do I? And we use Steam, correct? Yeah. And what's that other thing that we're using? The one that links it all. Not like Stream.
Virtual desktop.
Virtual desktop. So virtual desktop with Steam we're using when we're streaming. But thanks for the question, mate.
And 64% of the time it works every time.
64% of the time it works every time. I love it. So yeah, getting back to what I was saying, if you're out there and you haven't yet subscribed on YouTube, then please do.
Yeah. Follow us on Twitch.
If you're on Twitch, follow us on Twitch. Please do jump in the Discord. If you play this game at all, or if you're considering playing this game at all, it's worth the investment. We are doing everything we can to grow the community. We get absolutely nothing for doing that, except the joy of playing the game and having more people involved, because our belief is the more people involved, the more exciting the game becomes. Yep. The more it encourages the developers to do more with the game and work harder on the game to satisfy their player base. So the more we can build a community, the better it is for us, and that's what we want. Mr. Merkel, Mr. Crinkle, find it frustrating when task upgrade locked due to items. At the moment, it's cassette tapes.
Lockers.
Now, funny enough, you say that, because when I arrived back, one of the things my friend Shaven Monkey told me, not my running partner.
Shaven.
One of the things my friend told me was that I'm going to need lots of coffee and lots of tapes. So everywhere I go, I'm looking out for and picking up tapes. Check in drawers, check in lockers. You'll find them in some of the the black boxes with the yellow lids on them. You'll find them in those as well. Believe it or not, you actually find them in some of the wooden boxes also. So they are around, and they are plentiful, because I have found absolutely loads of them. But you've got to look. You've got to look. Now, the other thing as well, when you come across dead scavs, take the backpacks off. Take the backpacks off. When you unfortunately now you can't take them off live scavs, but when you find a dead scav, take the backpack off, because inside of those backpacks there are items to be found. I'm trying to remember things that I found already. I found tapes.
Floppy disks.
I found a key.
Yeah.
Floppy disks. The blue disks.
Some good stuff in the scav
bag. So do remove the bags. And sometimes, unusually this wipe, I haven't seen this in previous wipes, sometimes you're finding 2 items in a bag.
Yeah.
Yep. So
they're out there.
The cassette tapes are definitely out there, and they are plentiful. I've found loads of them in 2 weeks. And the coffees as well. I've got coffees coming out my ears at the moment. Yeah. There's loads of them around as well. So just, and if you find that in a particular map, you're not finding them, run another map as a scav. Get out and run every flipping scav run you can run it. Every opportunity. Exactly. And you can run a scav run every half hour. less than a half an hour when you level up.
Yeah, when you level up.
When you level up. But you can run a scav run every half hour. Run as many scav runs as you can. Hit as many areas as you can. You'll find the bits and pieces that you need. Absolutely.
Yeah, Fast and Furious is right. Damn, Clifton. Yeah, absolutely. They are there. You've just got to find them.
Crimson Celt, welcome, my friend. Just found you guys on. Will defo join the Discord. Currently brushing up on my skills on PvE at the moment. As a dad with young kids, still loads of fun. Look, we'll class ourselves as older players.
Yes.
Yeah. We're arguably
the greatest gaming team in Exfilzone over the age of 40.
Arguably.
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
That's arguably a fact.
It's arguably a fact.
So welcome on board, Crimson. For us, our Bravo team motto is no skill is no issue. So, don't feel that you need to be at any kind of skill level to run with the Bravo team. Get yourself into the Discord, get yourself on the list and run with us. The list applies to the Community Chaos runs on a Sunday. If you see us running during the week, by all means, jump in and ask the question. There will be some times when we can't because we have other commitments to run with people, such as our mods or other streamers. But when the opportunity presents itself, ask the question, we will run. And if we're not available, as in Bravo 1 and Bravo 2, if we're not available, other Bravo team members will be there to run with you.
And all the Bravo team members have adopted the same ethos that we have, that just play the game, enjoy the game. Doesn't matter on the skill level, just run the raids, have a laugh.
We have a very positive attitude to the game. We're not about griping. We're not about moaning. If there is a genuine concern in the game, voice it. We're not looking for people to moan, groan, complain. We're not looking for the best skill in the game. We're not looking for that level of competitiveness. We want people to be competitive in the game, but we want mainly for people to have fun. Just enjoy the freaking game.
It's all about the enjoyment. It's not about a skill, but you are playing with arguably the greatest gaming team in Exfilzone over the age of 40.
Joshua says, okay, over 42. It's the only channel where the host is not screaming in my ear. I do wonder sometimes, especially when you hear Bravo 1 getting shot at. Have any of you ever heard it? Have you witnessed the Bravo 1 panic when he gets shot? You would almost think he was being shot in real life. Some of you have experienced it. It is a sight to behold. So please do tune into some of our streams.
I do live that game though. When I'm in a firefight, I live the game. I am there.
Help, help, help. Shooting me. Where are you?
Where are you, Bravo 2? Where are you? Over there behind a rock.
Oh dear.
Right. It's late.
Bravo 1 is a legend.
Definitely a legend.
What?
Definitely a legend.
Fast says Bravo 1 is a legend.
Definitely a legend.
Fair enough.
So Danny over on Twitch is saying, why is the game on my 3070 running badly? It's not overly. I think the optimization side of things for the PC does need a little bit of attention.
That language obviously means something to you. It's 3070 something to do with the image.
It's the graphics card.
It's the graphics card.
Okay. So we run. Are we 5060 Ti's? And we still have a little bit of. I mean, they're not the greatest graphics cards anyway. They're all right, but
they do the job. I get certain issues when I'm trying to stream and keep the chat on my arm.
Yeah.
We know that, which is always frustrating.
But we do have an excellent guide in our Discord, not done by us, of how to set
for a streamer setup.
For how to play on.
That guide was created by.
I'm going to tell you now because my brain is mush.
Yeah, because we got to credit. We got to credit
for that, Bravo 2. Thanks for that.
We got to credit where credit is due.
Thanks for that. It's by Facepalm, and I apologise for forgetting the name there. It's late. My brain is mush after the Bravo team meeting. So Facepalm has done a fantastic step-by-step setup, and it is well worth following to get it crisp.
And there's a link to that in our Discord.
Make sure you give Facepalm a follow because the guide is phenomenal.
Yeah, he's a bit of a whiz. Absolutely.
Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, Kudler's just made a very good point, because we can do that. I think, even though we're podcasting, you can raid the stream when we finish.
Say again?
With the Twitch stream.
Yeah, we can raid.
You can raid somebody.
We can raid.
Yeah. Okay.
We might raid somebody when they say
absolutely.
Because there's a couple of people on. Yeah, the 3070. Like I say, I'm not clued up on the age type of things, but the guide, you can tweak the settings. You may not be able to have it on the very best graphics settings because it is a heavy duty game. But just tweak it. Just tweak it. Try that guide.
There's lots of help out there.
There is lots of help, and we've had a lot of help.
We've had a lot of support from. I mean, I am not technical when it comes to PCs at all.
Neither am I.
And we've had a lot of help from other streamers to get to where we're at. This is all very, very new to us. But nice to see some new faces out there today.
Absolutely.
Really do appreciate it, guys. Please do make sure you subscribe on YouTube, follow on Twitch, jump into the Discord, become part of the community, and help us to grow this.
What I am going to ask, though, guys, is for the guys over in YouTube, if you are already followed on our Twitch and can do a quick transition to Twitch. Let me just do the #Discord. Let me just make sure that does work.
Danny says that the Discord link is not working.
It might have expired. It may have expired. Let me try it. Invite invalid. Give me 1 second, sir. I will put a fresh Discord link in the Twitch.
Love it. I'm sure one of the mods are out there that will be able to.
Yeah, they might be able to actually. So just give me 1 second, guys.
So while he's doing that, let me just remind you guys that we schedule live stream 3 times in the week. We stream on a Monday evening, which is our midlife missions. That's when Bravo 1 and I run as a duo to do our own leveling up, to do our own looting, and so on and so forth. Occasionally, we will have a guest in with us, but it is typically when we're focusing on our own missions. On a Wednesday evening, excuse me, on our Wednesday evening, we run with our moderators mainly, but we may also run with other streamers that we are collaborating with. That's our Wednesdays. And then on our Sunday, we have our Community Chaos. Community Chaos, best day of the week when we run with you guys. That's when all of the members of our Discord get an opportunity to run with us, where we run security while you do what you need to do. So on the Sunday, it's all about you. Any loot that comes out, any kills that are made, any tasks that need doing are all about you. I will say, except for this Sunday, because this Sunday,
it's all about me.
Because I've been away, it's all about me. Yeah, this Sunday. But normally, it's all about you. In order to get involved with that, all you need to do is to be a member of the Discord. Get your name down on the list on a Saturday. The list opens up on a Saturday afternoon. Once your name is on the list, you're guaranteed to run with us on the Sunday. And the only requirement to be in our Discord is that you are either subscribed on YouTube or you are following
on Twitch.
On
or both.
Twitch.
Both.
Or even better, both.
So come on, guys. I'm going to drop the Twitch link over in the YouTube chat now. If we can all jump over, we are going to raid a... we are going to raid somebody. So let's just see.
Ryan says, make a shirt. It's all about me. That's what I'll have. That's what I should have on the back of my Bravo Team shirt. It's all about me.
Absolutely. So we'll let the Twitch build up a little bit. I can see how many people are over there. If you can jump over to Twitch, we are going to raid another creator. 8 of you. Come on, that's it. Good one, guys. Good one.
Who are we raiding?
I think we'll raid new player. We've
oh yeah, excellent stuff.
New player has raided us a couple of times. Only fair to return the favor. So like I say, make sure you are following over on Twitch and make sure you drop new player a follow when we do the raid.
And guys, if you have enjoyed the podcast, then please do comment in the Discord. But by all means, if you're on YouTube now, let's see some thumbs or hearts or smiley faces, because all of those interactions help the algorithm to push the stream out to a wider audience. And that's what it's about, growing and building growing and
Absolutely.
building this community.
Right. So the raid is about to commence, guys. The raid is about to commence. Give me 1 secundo. Have we thanked everybody for jumping in?
I think we're almost there. Yes. Thank you, everybody, for joining us this afternoon, this evening, this morning, wherever you are in the world. We appreciate you being there. Again, we couldn't do this if it wasn't for you. Big shout out to Big C for finding the 2 items that were on the table. We do try and keep the items relevant to the raids.
Yep.
And we do try to give you some eye candy to help out.
Yeah. So enjoy the raid, guys. Thank you for being here and getting involved in the podcast. We will see you
in the raid. Take it easy, guys.